chosen commerce in 12th standard because it was easy or most of your friends were taking it, but now feel stuck with career option, then I'm not quite surprised. Because unfortunately in India, CA is the only good option that we have for commerce students. But it is very difficult at the same time. There is a very good career alternative to Indian Chartered Accountancy, which is ACCA. And in this video, I'll be comparing both the courses, covering every aspect in terms of difficulty level, what is the structure, what is the cost involved, what is the duration, what are the job opportunities. All of that is going to be covered in this video. So do watch it till the end. And I'm Megha Bansali, ACCA and the Indian Chartered Accountant. So who better to tell you the difference between both the courses? So first, to begin with, in terms of structure, both the courses are divided into three different levels, CA and ACCA. But the number of papers slightly differ. In terms of CA, your first level has 4 papers. In ACCA, there are only 3 papers in the first level. In the second level, CA has 8 papers, which is divided into 2 groups, 4 papers in each group. In ACCA, it is only 6 papers, there is no group system. Your final level in CA again has 8 papers, whereas ACCA has only 4 papers. So number of papers are relatively higher in CA and lower in ACCA. Now let's talk about the passing criteria. In CA, you need to pass, you need to get 40% in each of the paper. So you need to score 40 out of 100 plus a 50% in the group. So if there are 4 papers in the group, 40 individually, and overall your total should be 50%. But there is no such double criteria in ACCA, which is very good. You have to just get 50% plus in one paper and pass it. Now the advantage with ACCA is that you can write it paper wise. There is no group system, there is no clubbing of papers. Examination happen every quarter. So typically every quarter you pick up a paper and then you finish it. So along with your graduation of 3 years, you could finish your ACCA. You can start immediately after your 12th standard. But with CA, you can start that also with your 12th standard. But you have to clear each of the group. And until and unless you do not clear the entire group, you have to write the entire 4 papers again. So even if you've got 50 plus marks in one paper, but you have probably not got your aggregate or you failed in a subject, then you need to write all the papers again. So that's a drawback. Also, the examinations are held just twice a year, whereas 4 times in ACCA. So more the number of examination, the faster you can pass. Typically a CA takes 4 years to complete if you clear everything in your first attempt, and ACCA could be done in 3 years because you could easily give one paper and it's not so difficult to pass each of the papers. Then coming with pass percentage, CA has the lowest pass percentage. Unfortunately, it's in single digits most of the times. Very rarely is it 12%, 13%, but otherwise it's always below 10%. So out of 100 people that attempt the exam, only about 7 to 8 of them clear. But ACCA has a 40 to 50% average rate. So out of 10 that write the examination, 5 of them clear. So the passing percentage is higher in ACCA. Then moving on to cost. Cost of Indian CA is definitely lower than ACCA. But even though ACCA is a global course, it is not very expensive when you look at doing an MBA outside India. So CA would cost you about 1 to 2 lakhs in India, whereas ACCA would cost you about 3 to 4 lakhs. So it might look double, but 3 to 4 lakhs is not very expensive if you look at the current scenarios. Then if you look at the job payout or the package that will be there for both of them, so this is a little interesting. CA, though cost is low, but because the difficulty is higher, the pay package is slightly more only in India when you compare to an ACCA. But if you look at global opportunities, CA is only recognized in 7 countries, whereas ACCA is recognized in 180 countries. So you are going to have wider opportunities when you do ACCA. CA CA starting package in India is close to 8 to 9 lakhs, whereas ACCA is about 7 to 8 lakhs. Also because it's an easier course and it's not an Indian based course, so the demand is a little lower. However, the demand is substantially increasing. A lot of MNCs, all big fours, all outsourcing firms, all of them require ACCAs. All companies which have a subsidiary outside India or a company which is subsidiary in India require ACCAs, have demand for ACCAs. So if you look at the jobs, there are ample jobs for ACCA. You can also go to ACCA's career portal to figure out how job opportunities work for ACCAs in India. So that should not be your concern, because there are good amount of opportunities, and by the time you clear your ACCA in about a year or two, opportunities are definitely going to increase. And if you look at moving outside India, so CAs, we do not have any recognition when we move outside India, which is very unfortunate. But if I move outside India as an ACCA, I can expect a starting package of 20 lakhs per annum very easily. So this kind of covers the job opportunities, how your future aspects look like. When you look at CA, your typical profile that you're going to get is auditing, accounting, taxation. Those are the profiles that open for you. When you move to ACCA, mostly the profiles are similar because both of them are a similar accounting and auditing course. However, in case of ACCA, you have the option of choosing a specialization in your professional level. So I could choose a performance management, financial management as my specialization. So then typically the kind of options that open up for me is financial analyst, investment analysis, portfolio management. So those kind of options also open when you look at ACCA, depending on which course or which subject you have chosen at your professional level.